To 6, digging deeper into a high school football game that took an ugly turn. Good evening to you. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Dave Llewellyn. Thank you for joining us. New video is emerging of what some say is racially charged chaos after the semifinal game between Detroit Denby and Almont last month.
7 Action News reporter Jim Kirchner is live in Walled Lake, where they play the game, now under investigation by the Oakland County Sheriff. Jim, fill us in.
Carolyn, the game was played here because it's a neutral field, and that's why the Oakland County Sheriff is investigating. They tell me they can substantiate 4 cases of assault, but this is still an open investigation. Take a look at the video at the center of this. We blurred it for TV because minors here are involved. Oakland County deputies were working security at the game. You can see one and then 2 others as the Denby players were gathering after their game was called early by the refs. They lost 36-8. Seconds later, with a noisy crowd, this Denby player pulls a hoodie over his head and goes to the ramp to the stands on the Almont side. Other players follow. The Oakland County Sheriff says there's no video evidence and none of the deputies heard any racial slurs. They confirm they've been given more than 40 written Denby eyewitness statements, but many are about what happened during the game, and many don't have names and contact information, and some have declined to be questioned. We are told one sheriff's deputy was shoved. It could be during this, and one Almont band member was shoved. The sheriff says that's 2 assaults.
I don't think anyone should ever put a hand on a police officer.
The video shows Denby player number 8 wants to get involved, but an adult tries to stop him. A few seconds after that, he jumps up and spits on a man above him, and the man spits back. The video evidence in the case is not blurred. The sheriff says that is assault number 3 and number 4. The Almont superintendent says they identified that adult. He had a relative playing on their team. He's been banned from future school events.
That individual is not an alumnus of the Almont schools. That individual is not a resident of Almont. That individual is not a resident of Lapeer County.
This morning, the Detroit superintendent says he supports his players with this.
We're ensuring that no students are charged.
A district spokesperson says they've also submitted to the sheriff pictures of one of their students bruised after getting hit by a soda pop can. That could be assault number 5 and is part of the investigation.
There's no reason why children today, young adults should go to a football game and deal with that level of racial hatred.
In a statement, he went further. Let's get this straight. Teenagers, high school student athletes who were black were spit on, called racist names, and had objects thrown at them after the game, period. Young men were disrespected by adults who were white, and in turn, our students were rightfully angry. One last part of the video shows 2 football helmets being tossed into the Almont stands from Denby players. The Almont superintendent says he emailed this entire video to the Detroit superintendent days after it happened, asking him for his evidence of assaults and racist insults. He says he has not heard back. He told us today his mixed view about criminal charges.
Teenagers who are just finishing up a very emotional event, I think that's somebody who, they should explain that to a judge. I have much more mixed feelings about how you would address that with the young people.
Now, the sheriff's office tells me they're still talking with people and they want to see all videos related to this. They're still weeks away from this investigation being finished. We put the entire statement from the Detroit superintendent on our website, WXYZ.com. Live in Oakland County, Jim Kirchner, 7 Action News.
Jim, thank you. More